Hey guys, what's going on? It's MajiinBae. Welcome back to the channel. So today today and tomorrow actually, I plan on showcasing what I think is a bit of a underplayed champion right now, and that's Jinx. Also shout out Zoe. I think Jinx is actually one of the best champions in the entire game, and she's held back by the shells that people are putting her in, just not being quite as powerful. So you end up with this deck that's like a 5 out of 10, and then but when it gets to do Jinx things, it's like a 9 out of 10. Like Jinx is so strong. She's just hard carrying decks. When she got buffed and made it so that the first time when she levels up, she creates the Super Mega Death Rocket, it's pretty standard to just like kill your opponents from 10. Like you just Jinx, level, Death Rocket. They try to kill her. You throw something at their face, a burn spell or get excited or whatever, right? And then you Super Mega Death Rocket them again. So the first one that I wanted to show you guys is a Targon based like swarm deck. This is very, very aggressive strategy. It uses Flame Chompers, no Boom Baboons here. Boom Baboon just being a little bit too efficient now. We're playing straight up Flame Chompers with Poro Cannon, Zoe Urchin, and get excited to take advantage of the actual discard effect. And then we have like an elusive aggro package. My favorite part of this being the Zoe Esmus and the Darkened Lodestone, one of my favorite like shells in the entire game. I'm going to be using it a lot when Kale comes out. And then something else that I thought was pretty ingenious that I saw people using was Acorn the Hex Technician, a full 3 copies. When Acorn's discounting things like your Get Exciteds or your Suit Ups, it can be really, really tough for your opponent to respond in a way that like actually wins them trades. It's really easy for you to continue to push damage, and that's really all you need to do. Because eventually you're going to find Jinx, you're going to flip her, you're going to Super Mega Death Rocket them, and they're just going to die. I picked up the deck after seeing it pick up some steam in Master's Ladder. I'm like 5-0 with it right now before even recording the video. I think it really has legs, so I'm hoping we can continue that performance. I think I've said honestly enough about it. It's pretty like simple in design. So let's just take it on Master's Ladder and we'll see how it does. All right, Jinx Echo, Jinx Mirror. We're chilling at like almost 700 LP right now, which is kind of ridiculous. I think I actually want to keep a copy of Get Excited. I'm not sold on the Zoe Urchin. The reason I'm keeping Get Excited is because it kills Echo, which is incredibly important. I wouldn't normally do this. I think actually some of the only matchups that I keep Get Excited in are against Echo. And like with any decks. Right, Get Excited, some Fumes. I used to do it a lot more when like Ophelio saw a lot more play and things like that. Decided not to trade because we drew the Darkened Lodestone. So like I get to do this, right? Then all of a sudden it's a little awkward for our opponent. We're hoping to draw any unit to play here. Not quite. Not quite what I had in mind, but that's all right. We'll just get in here. Our hand's a little, like, a lot clunky, actually. We drew, outside of Suit Up, we drew the most expensive cards. Which happens. Sure. Zoe dies. Very sad. And we can't really empty our hand because I just have, like, these Lodestones. We drew both copies. And multiple Jinxes. Hey, Flame Choppers is great. Do I want to fire this off? I don't think so. I don't think I really care overly much. So I think I'm just going to Jinx, Lodestone Jinx. If our opponent kills this one, that's fine, right? If they have the second Get Excited or something, I don't really care. But what this will let me do is I get to Lodestone. And then I would love to draw something that lets me pass priority, right? Some sort of unit. Because then if our opponent develops Echo or Jinx, we have a Get Excited, discarding Flame Chompers. Which we can then pump to take out the Hex Technician. Did not draw anything like that, so I think I'll just do this. We'll just fire this off. Doesn't feel great. This isn't really what I want to do with these cards, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There he is.
My favorite time-traveling genius, punk buddy.
Well, I'd be weirded out if I wasn't.
Let's just get in there. There's a chance our opponent does some shenanigans with, like, I was gonna say, they block with Echo, they quicksand Jinx, right? Like, there's a chance we just get to get them with the burn spell they're not expecting. Sure. Definitely going to throw out a Mystic Shot here. If the last 2 cards in their hand are predict, then like, sure, whatever. We'll just get excited him next turn. I'm not really super worried about it. I also like this because our opponent predicted before they knew that I was going to kill Echo, which can make things really awkward. That's a good draw. So I think we do something like Lodestone on Chompers. Let's see, we have 7, 2, 4, 7. Oh, bummer.
We're sure to save Acacia.
So if I go like Lodestone here. Yeah, like I could flip Jinx this turn, but I don't actually get to use the rocket. Because we're exact on mana, right? Spend 2 more.
Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you.
Darkness hides my path.
Heading topside.
Let's cast Jinx's Get Excited, so we shuffle her back in.
We're doing it!
If we manage to kill this Echo and he doesn't level, I do not really see a scenario where we lose this game. Our opponent would need to have, like, Jinx into Gas. They have 1 Echo left, and, like, I believe us to be the better Jinx deck. Like, the much better Jinx deck. Iterative. Interesting. And suit up, huh? Okay. All right. Here. I'd like to borrow another one of these. Play here.
Invisible to the ignorant.
Kill your poor Acorn. And, like, look at this board we have, right? We have double Lodestone. We're going to get, like, we have a giant Challenger. We have giant Elusives. And then we get to draw 2 cards a turn. The only possible consideration is, like, not attacking so our opponent can't play Jinx. But I don't really care about that.
Never had luck.
Wow, they had
Never
all the
needed.
Echoes, huh? Okay, if you quicksand Jinx, it goes down to 2 power.
Come on, Fishbones. I don't
I
want
don't wanna.
Forgive me.
So instead, let's just do this. Because, like, I guess you could just quicksand one of these. It doesn't really help me out, does it? So we'll go after the Echo. It feels kind of bad, but whatever.
you pooping.
I have never heard that from Jinx before. That's so funny. The good thing about this line is that it gives us back Dark and Lodestone. So if I really want to, I could play Esmus next turn. I probably don't want to because I just want to cast Super Mega Death Rockets until our opponent dies. That's, like, usually pretty good. When you could, like, do one thing, or you could deal 4 to your opponent's face and 1 to all their stuff, it's usually better to deal 4 to your opponent's face and 1 to all their stuff. Generally. Our opponent is completely out of Echoes for the entire game. He's not coming back.
Jinx?
Okay, there's Jinx.
Jinx?
Durr. Yeah, so here's the spot where I could Harazi, or I could just go like Esmus, Lodestone, Death Rocket. Okay, yeah, opponent sees the writing on the wall. That's pretty much how the deck works, except for, like, wow, did we have a slow start. Luckily, our opponent's start was not very good either. Ooh, so close. Azir Evelyn? Interesting. This is likely a deck looking to take advantage of, I believe the card's called Domination. The 2/1 for 3 makes a husk, pumps all your 1-drops +1, because it functions as like a second Azir. A second level Azir, that is. Yeah, let's get Zoe going.
I bear a message from
Oh, hey, what's that?
Gently, gently.
Aha. Man, I've heard these voice lines so many times. This is a good hand. This is now a really good hand.
Warm your body, warm your soul.
Let's pump Zoe up a little bit.
Watch your head.
Yep, I'm gonna take it. And then I'm gonna likely do something like Flight into Poro Cannon ditching Chompers. Is that even worth it? It does let my opponent, like, use this, but for 3, I don't think I care too much. Because I just want to kill a Husk. Okay. Do I keep a Pale Cascade? Sure. We're gonna pump here. Take out the Husk. Now, if our opponent's looking to play Evelyn, and they don't have a 3-mana Husk Maker, they're like, it sucks. It sucks for them. Just completely slows down the deck's game plan. And this is why we kept up Pale Cascade. That's not Pale Cascade. I thought it was Pale Cascade. It's not. Wow, I wish I'd have played my cards now. That's pretty funny, actually. We'll just get out Shadestalker. That's fine. We accomplished what we set out to do. We killed the Husk, and we still have, like, more pressure on board.
You will speak when I allow you.
I'm just thinking how we want it. So I'm going to go after the Husk, not Domination, because I'm not worried. Oh, look, it's Pale Cascade. Because I'm just not really worried about...
Forgive me.
I'm not quite worried about the +1 effects yet. I just want to keep them off Evelyn, because it's going to slow them down. Okay, well, I can't have that. So, is there any reason to iterative anything? No, I think I should just start with Super Cool. Trickster is like the card we would like to go for, but I'll take Equinox. We'll hit the Pale Cascade. That sucks.
You finished the last loop already? Fresh bones.
I could just Equinox the Husk. I'm gonna Equinox the Husk. Let's just keep our opponent off it forever if we can. That was like, if they just have an Evelyn like right here, that would be so frustrating. They're just like, please, let me have this, bro. Come on.
I will not
Ooh.
waste my time breaking the broken.
No, you
Wait,
wasted time
I
on
could
the
steal
tempter.
that. And I could use it. Because I have Poro Cannons. Is it like a good idea? Probably not. Like, Domination's just better. So I'm gonna steal that. This is so funny to me.
Worthless. Impress me.
Impress me.
Busy tonight.
Block. Block.
Must we fight?
You get your boardroom, but I get mine too. Ditch this guy. Play this guy. Get pumped. Thanks, Domination.
Don't waste my time.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, I think we should just go for it, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, let's go for lethal.
Impress me.
Impress me. Nice, nice. Elusive cheese still gets there, baby. Ari Katarina. This was a meme in my Twitch chat for so long. Everyone wanted to get me to play Ari Katarina for a really long time. I don't want to get excited. I'd much rather have Mystic Shot, so I think I'm going to ship it back and then see if we find it. Right? Like, if we redraw Get Excited, that's fine. Hello. But I don't want to, like, keep Get Excited and then just end up with a hand clogged with Burn that doesn't do anything else. Keeping Jinx, because she's just, like, so bonkers insane. Especially against a deck that plays, like, Droplets. I'll trade. I don't care. Kind of awkward, actually. Let's see if our opponent plays anything, because then I could, like, Mystic Shot.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
I don't want to Mystic Shot that. I really don't want to play a 2-3. Well, let's do it anyway.
Guide me.
Not ideal, but hey, it probably gets in for 3 damage. And then we need to start ditching cards in our hand for Jinx anyway. We don't need to, but I would like to.
What could you ever teach me?
Sure.
Nature does not know. I will.
Shoot here. No, if this goes through, then we get to get him. And if not, we get to do like this. No. I'm willing to pick this fight. Nice. Nice. Yep. So they get a big hit in here.
Underestimate.
And we're going to have to come back using Jinx. Very likely. Keeping the Zonite Urchin would have let us... What is this, cat? Yeah. Keeping Zonite Urchin would have let us, like... This hurts. Let us flip Jinx, but it doesn't let us actually do anything with it.
Solves everything.
Or, like, getting an elusive blocker could be a really big deal. Especially because we're just in what Magic players would call the abyss here. Because every single turn we're going to have to sacrifice a unit due to this Blade Twirler. Wow, that is not the card we wanted to draw. That is, like, the worst card to draw, actually. That sucks so bad. Because, like, I could play Shadestalker and then suit up, but that doesn't do anything. And so if I want to get this elusive, I'd have to go suit up this to get +1 power and then play a 2/3, which, like, isn't even very good because our opponent's just going to play Katarina and beat my ass anyway. I could play Jinx. But then our opponent open attacks with Jinx. It's just, like, kind of miserable.
All Solari fear the truth.
I will cast this turn. Like, I'm just going to cast this and then attack here.
Whatever the cost.
Like, because we do need to flip Jinx. This is, like, in order to miracle win, our opponent, I think, needs to, like, kind of mess up.
Never play
Yep.
fair. The forest strikes.
Hides no
So if I chump here, our opponent wins when they play Katarina again. Oh, we're kind of just screwed. Yeah, because if I do this, our opponent Blaze Edges our face, and then on their first action, they just play Katarina, and we're like, oh, shit. But if we do this, our opponent Blades Edges here, and then they open attack. Wait. Okay, yeah, they just let me have a unit. I guess you Blades Edge post-combat, it doesn't matter. Yep, and then we die to this open. And if we didn't, we'd die to the Katarina rally.
Try to keep up.
Yep, unfortunate, but it is what it is. GG. Like, perhaps I shouldn't have picked such a big fight over the Vestian Disciple, but if I didn't pick the fight over the Disciple, my stuff that, my removal that went towards it, like, would have gone towards the Fade Blade Twirler instead, and still wouldn't have killed it. Like, it would have ended up pretty much exactly the same. It just didn't line up for us very well. Ezreal. Yo, Ikado. All right, the boy. This matchup's gonna be fun. Oh no. Well, this hand's almost actually just perfect. I wonder if I just keep it. I think I do. So the question is, what do I start with? The deck only has like 2, maybe 3 ways to deal with 1-drops. Like Zoe's kind of important. I don't think she's gonna live though, so if I want one to like maybe cheese in a hit. Yeah, okay. He had the group shot. I would like it to be Zoe. I could wait until I could wait until I had Fail Cascade up, but I think it's fine to just wait. Or just to go for it, rather. Pass good. Okay, let's start getting stuff going.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Unseen.
Shadestalker's harder for our opponent to remove. That's fine.
Forgive me.
So I want to get that going as soon as possible so we can start chipping in that damage. Now the way we win this game, likely with Jinx, like I mentioned before. Oh, God, I love Esmus. We haven't been drawing Esmus in the last couple games. I'm happy to see them here. Honestly, one of my favorite cards in the game. I don't know why. I just really like it. Esmus gets the job done. You know what I'm saying?
What wondrous discoveries await
Okay.
below?
Let's use our resources here. I could play Flame Chompers, but if I draw something that discards, we want to utilize it. Like that. Hell yeah. What is this, poison dart? Cast your card. Yeah, all right, Thermal Beam. Thermal Beam for one's fine. Opponent with 4 cards left. Like, we're gonna start putting on some pressure too. I am not playing Jinx until she can get flipped. Oh, but then I drew Poro Cannon. Let's just play our stuff. Here I come.
For truth.
Killer Oncologist. Basically no reason. I expect something to die. Like, and if he's going to kill something, it's likely just Acorn. Yeah, there it is. Which is fine. And then we're hoping... The whole deck, like I mentioned, is very cheap. So, likely, we'll be able to go Jinx, Get Excited, plus whatever, and Rocket. Okay, yeah. Because you... Yeah, sorry. I meant Jinx, Get Excited, Rocket. Because it discards. Okay, there's the bar. Here's the Jinx.
Need to be broken, like buildings
Or people. Let's see. You're going to have 2 removal spells to kill Jinx. I think, actually, I'm going to Pale Cascade first. No, do I even do that? It gives us, like, technically, like, 1 more HP. Because we can Pale Cascade, and then she goes up to 4. And then I could Get Excited whatever I draw to go up to 5 to flip her. But then I don't get the Rocket. If I Get Excited my opponent's face, I just get the Rocket. And then they still have to have another removal. That's tough, man. They already cast like a bunch of pings, so I think we're just going to go for this line. I don't care about this stupid 3-3, right? That was a tough spot. That was a really tough decision, actually. Let's go! I've always loved this animation.
My research!
No one cares about your research, dude. Okay, so do get to kill it. That's very sad for me. And Pale Cascade would have worked. We wouldn't have gotten the Rocket, though. And this deck doesn't heal. And we play a lot of burn. Oh, Poro Cannon.
Forgive me.
Do you have more removal? You've cast like 9 removal spells already. Yikers. Yikers. Okay, so Poro Cannon is really bad for a couple of reasons. Okay, no removal. So now it could technically be good because now we could have more 1-drops to threaten his life total. But it's not great because if I draw Jinx, then I can't get the Rocket. Because I can't play Jinx and Poro Cannon. I can only Poro Cannon away Jinx, which defeats the entire purpose. Not Jinx. Darn. Now what am I going to do? Oh, that's such a good draw. Might as well. If we see some attacks, I'm just going to throw my non-elusives under the bus and just play another elusive. We have 2 Jinx, 3 Mystic Shots, 2 Get Exciteds. Those are our best draws. Gonna make you keep that on the board. 2 Jinx, 3 Mystic Shot, 2 Get Excited. Suit up. Suit up. We have 3 left of those. That's a lot of really, really good draws. Here comes the removal. Oh my god, you did not. You did not. Bro, what is this? What a random card. Oh my god. That Woo. Yup. That sucks. Oh, okay. I bet he sent me a message about it. Bro, I'm gonna, if you top deck. Shut up. That Spirits Unleashed was bullshit, and you know it. And I draw a non-elusive, so I probably just die. I'll play it because it like might let me get an extra turn. That's the 3rd Congologist.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
I am superior life form. I was actually supposed to keep this in my hand because now I can't top deck Get Excited, which was a mistake. But it's fine because I'm gonna top deck Mystic Shot anyway because I'm a god gamer. Wow, okay, that sucks. I cannot believe he randomly generated Spirits Unleashed. Bro, just attack, dog. I cannot believe he randomly generated Spirits Unleashed off bar. Ugh. If it was like fan club president, I'd be like, damn, there's a lot of cards that beat me here, right? You got like your Withering Whales, you got Spirits Unleashed, you got the P&Z 5 mana card. Off bar though. Ugh. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Not the greatest showing of the deck, honestly. Like, I think what you saw in the video is definitely substandard or subpar. I think most of your games are going to go a lot smoother than that because that's how it's been for me. Usually when you have multiple elusive threats, plus like a lodestone or just Esmus or whatever, like you just get to kill people. And it just kind of didn't work out for us a couple times, but that's all right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. See you next time.